Welcome back to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm your host, Rob, with my co host, Darren in LA. This is episode 90 of the Purple Pill Podcast. We would first like to start this podcast off by thanking our new viewers that have been listening to our podcast and watching us on YouTube. Thank y'all for checking in. But yeah, how y'all been doing this week?
It's been a good week for me. Last week was hectic. The job got a little hectic. We held it down though.
POP.
Yeah, but we persevered. We made it through.
Darren?
How about you? Shout out to the big dog. Big 30th birthday last week. We had a ball.
Yeah,
Samuel.
that we had a great time. That was a great time for his birthday. Yeah, I can't complain besides the Raiders, but just you know, I can't complain.
Well, that's good. Well,
Ravens
we got
play
a
tonight.
whole.
We'll see what happens.
Let's go Ravens.
No, speaking of, I randomly saw a man with some type of Ravens jersey on, and I just could not do nothing but laugh. I don't know why. I just couldn't do nothing but laugh.
Can we cut the cameras off? You can leave the audio, but cut the cameras off. I need plausible deniability.
All right, you got. I'm gonna put it. We're on our title.
What is going on with you? What are you
I
talking
just
about?
couldn't do nothing
Why did
but
you laugh?
laugh. I don't know why. He just looked like a Ravens fan. If he did not have a jersey and it was like put a jersey on his fan, he looked like a Ravens fan. And that's what blew my mind.
He look like me. Is that what you're saying? He looked like
It's
Nipsey.
crazy he did have dreads.
You
maybe that's
racist there. All Raven fans look like Africans. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Nah, because I'm sure Africans are also fans of other teams.
I don't believe you. All the Africans I know, except for Terry, are Ravens fans.
Oh, there you go. Maybe I'm not racist. Maybe you just gave me something to start realizing.
What are we doing today, man?
All right.
Why
So
the
our
whole
first topic
tribe
of the
is
day is this video of about Amazon Blintz. So let's go ahead and check that out.
So apparently Amazon is going to start doing this, or they're gonna maybe start doing this. If Rob plays the video, you'll see.
They got a little baby Amazon blimp. And what y'all call them? Drones. And it just flies around and then they go in and out with all your packages. Hell no, it's not going to drop my grill off at my house. Get out. Who's controlling it?
They have basically all.
What about an apartment complex?
Look, it's gonna drop it off this month.
Y'all can get it.
Too many trees in the area. Too many.
That's
trees.
crazy. That's
You know what
what's
the weird
up.
part about this shit is?
Mm.
This shit wouldn't. I don't think this shit would work in a communist country.
A communist country?
Yeah, because you want to be able to make enough money to even try to like push whatever industry you're in forward. You know what I'm saying?
Probably still, I mean, and you can still have this technology, but you're probably just giving everybody something. They're not paying for it. Or something.
Who's not paying for it?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not even thinking it from that standpoint. You gotta. The government will be in charge of it in that point, and I think the government would just is cheap in general. Then in a communist country, I think it would be even cheaper. Am I wrong historically?
But I mean, if it works, doesn't matter how cheap it is.
Yeah, I don't know how you're getting to how this. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't.
I'm
know
just
how we-
thinking like the way America's set up. In theory, you can make
Okay.
an infinite amount of money, right?
Okay.
So
So
with
you
that
would want
infinite
to-
amount of money, you can push whatever industry you're in forward. Like this. This would make deliveries even better than what they are currently right now. Am I wrong? It will make them more. It will make it easier. as a whole.
I mean, you still have to get the deliveries on that blimp. You still have to tag them. They still have to be transported. So I mean,
But they're doing
it's
that right
just an
now. This would
extra.
just be faster,
Is it faster?
in theory, right?
I mean, those drones have to be charged. They have to be repaired. I mean, I guess it's in my eyes, from a technological like advancement, I
Mm-hmm.
can see this being an addition to what they have. I don't think it would replace what they have, you know?
Okay. Darren?
Like those like overnight packages. You can just have like the top 1,000 things people normally buy, like toothbrushes, toothpaste, like, random little things in this blimp. And when someone buys it, they could have it in 10 minutes. I can see that being a feature of this. But I
Mm.
wouldn't see like everything Amazon could ever sell you on this. I don't think that'd be practical. But I like the idea though. I do like this idea. This is convenience. We're in the 21st century. This is nice. Imagine you wanted some dog food. You're like, shit, I forgot to buy dog food. And they're like, you can get this delivered to you tomorrow by a human, or you can get a small bag for tonight by drone. That way, your dog doesn't starve for the night, but you can get what you want delivered tomorrow as well. That's pretty cool. I'm behind this. Is it creepy as fuck? Because, drones are just all over the world now? Yeah, but I'm behind it.
I mean,
I like
there's
convenience.
no laws for drones. I feel like, um, y'all took this to a totally different way than what I was thinking. Uh, I was just thinking that maybe you know, I was I lost my thought. Give me 1 second. But I thought it was just pushing, like Rob said, pushing the industry forward.
I mean, it is. This is advancement. This is cool. This is next wave. I
But
like
if you
this.
pushing the industry forward, that's what I'm gonna say. It isn't this kind of the first step of like taking jobs.
Taking
Taking
what?
jobs away?
There's no more delivery system, right?
Yeah, but
I
there
don't
there
think
are
this would
most
take
companies,
away.
most businesses are already doing that. They're trying to make it taking jobs away,
Automate.
and by making them by with robots,
So
car manufacturers, grocery stores,
speaking
things
of,
like
I
that.
I
think
don't think.
I think I seen an Amazon warehouse that runs automatic just by like, I could be wrong, but I seen the video at least. All these things have packages. They would just pick up a package and start moving down, and they all knew where each other was. And when it stopped, just kept moving in like great fashion, like the best traffic system I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So if you got that, literally, I make an order. You can pick up the order. You take it across the warehouse. It gets picked up by this whatever, gets sent to this blimp, and this blimp, da da da. So when you say it's just convenient stuff, small stuff,
hmm
yeah, that's possible. But I also think it could be stuff that I don't know, that's just at certain places. Because
But I mean,
essentially Amazon already gets that stuff there quickly.
it does
It's
because they have stockpiles in different centers around the world, right? They have like different things around the world, or they have different partners that will send it like subcontracted to ship around the world, right? And they just get money off the top of it. But I don't think this is taking jobs away. I see what you're saying though. The automation process is eventually.
No, I do agree with you that drivers are still like, this would be a addition,
hmm
but I do think an addition could subtract drivers, some drivers, at least a percentage of it. That makes sense.
I see what
Yes.
you're saying. You would think that some people would not be needed anymore
Yeah,
because they have
definitely.
this option.
I'm just saying if your staff is at whatever, like 100%, whatever 100% is today, and it gets cut by like 32% because
I mean, that's
these,
the end goal eventually when the technology gets there to remove the human element altogether would be the most efficient way to do it. That makes sense.
I agree as well. But
When you make shirts, you're not paying someone to do it, are you? You're paying a robot to do it. From the beginning to the end process, a robot takes care of that shirt making process for you.
Pretty much.
But does that take away jobs? No, there's still customer support. There's still the guy who has to fix it. There's still the people who have to sell it. The
Programmers and
jobs are
shit
still
like that.
I'm
there.
not saying that there's not jobs still there. I'm saying that there is a percentage of
That
a
is
job
true.
that's going to be cut down. That's
That
all I'm
is
saying.
true.
I'm not
That's
saying
fair.
all. People will still find other jobs.
Yeah.
This
But I
is
mean,
this
it also creates other jobs too, like the jobs I just listed. Those jobs
it's
wouldn't
just
exist unless,
debatably more higher paying jobs than
you know,
those. I agree with you, but it comes with a real skill set.
it does.
But yeah,
That is
I
true.
100% agree.
What do they call it? A double-edged sword. That's technology. Better get in before you get out. This is cool. This is interesting. I wonder what else Amazon's doing.
Probably a
I wonder
lot.
if Apple has something like this. I know VR was the next frontier in technology, but this is dope.
Why would Apple need?
They don't need it. I'm just saying, like, the
They could.
technology be dope.
I heard
If they had
Apple's.
something like this for servers, like
Mhm.
the technology that they're using to cool this whole blimp, that'd be interesting for massive mainframes.
I heard Apple's working on a car, and I wouldn't be
See, that'd be
surprised. I don't know
cool.
if they even thought about this, but if Tesla made like 18-wheelers to transport stuff, and so you
That'd be
don't have to
dope.
have
Electric.
drivers.
Charge them, be solar powered, electric powered. That'd be dope.
Yeah, and
That
just
makes
drive them
sense.
across country, and when they need to get refilled, to stop at one of their stations, or they
Tesla's
can
got
make truck
batteries,
stops like
like
that.
solar batteries.
They could do that. That'd be dope. Yeah, that's a great idea. I never even thought of that. Look what you've done. This is nice. What else they doing? What's next?
Technology.
This is it just floating? Like, how is this even? How do
It's a blimp.
blimps even work?
It's hot
Like,
air.
is there hot airs inside the blimp
I'm pretty sure, right?
with all your packages? Your packages are just in hot air.
Customer does not care.
I care. I don't want my Nintendo Switch to be boiled.
Why are you getting a Nintendo Switch?
Excuse me.
It's like Amazon.
So
I don't know.
a blimp is is a powered steerable aircraft that floats because it is inflated with a gas that is lighter than air.
Oh,
A blimp
it's like
shape
a
is
helium balloon.
maintained by the pressure of the gases, within its envelope. A blimp has no rigid internal structure, so if a blimp deflates, it loses its shape.
Good to know. What else we got?
All right. Our next topic is we got another one of these people. So we got an activist
Whoa.
who possibly well, it looks like he glues his head to a painting. I'm assuming the painting is called "Girl with a Pearl Earring." So let's go ahead and
Very
check this
famous
out.
painting.
Very famous painting.
Very famous painting.
Like, bruh,
She don't know anything.
why? Why? This is such a great painting.
You're not even supposed to touch these.
It's such a good painting.
Wow.
How do you feel?
No. You
How do you feel when you see something beautiful and priceless being apparently destroyed before your eyes? Do you feel outraged? Good.
Wow. It took me about
Where is that feeling when you see the planet being destroyed before our very eyes?
Oh, they got stomped out.
pain. Oh no. Shame on you.
This painting is protected by glass. It's just fine.
Shut up. Take away from there.
Vulnerable people in the global south, they are not protected. The future of our children is not protected.
Oh, get out of there.
People in fuel poverty who need to choose between heating or eating are not protected.
Wow.
Somebody needs to tell this man to hop off his soapbox.
I mean, he's not wrong,
He's completely wrong.
is he?
This is not only is it vandalism at the lowest degree. You're destroying a piece of history.
I mean, it is protected by glass, so
That's not the
he's
point.
not actually gluing his head to it. They just have to remove his head.
I'm with Darren. These people need to be thrown under the jail, stomped out, and everything
He's
else that
not.
comes with jail.
I don't think he's actually doing anything harmful. They're making a point, and I think they are protected by things called rights.
Yeah, but tell it to the museum who's got their painting ruined
The painting is protected by glass.
because of stupid people like this.
I mean, no one's going to put a multi-million-dollar painting
So,
just
LA,
out in the open for people to fuck up.
so if they got shot right now, would you be okay with
Yes.
that?
If they got shot right now,
Yes.
I don't think that's legal. So no.
They are vandalizing something.
Okay, well, I mean, then they can be prosecuted for petty vandalism because nothing's actually vandalized.
I hate these
if you
eco
own the
terrorists.
museum, if you own the museum,
You can tell them to leave and, say trespassing. You can do that.
but aren't you? Wait, no, I got this route.
All right.
Don't people also protect? Isn't it essential that you could protect your things as well?
Your things.
If somebody breaks into your house and they're just there to steal something, you can protect it by shooting.
Okay, but I don't think that's what they've done. I think it is a museum and they can
It's vandalism.
walk in. Again, nothing has been vandalized. There's a glass.
Okay.
The glass is still part of the painting, which is still vandalism.
Okay.
They can't use that glass anymore.
They cannot use that glass anymore, and that glass may be worth $100, and they will pay that fine. And I believe these young men will pay that
They
fine.
shouldn't have to pay that fine. They should be paying that fine. They should be paying for the new glass.
That's what I'm saying. They'll pay that fine.
No, and I guarantee they won't pay that fine. And this eco-terrorism crap that they've been trying to pull for like these past like forever. It starts with
Eco-terrorism? That's what this is called?
It's eco-terrorism. It starts
Oh, wow.
with painting, gluing yourself to a painting. Next thing you know, they're throwing paint on 50 Cent and his new Mink. Next thing you know, they're blowing up buildings, not knowing how many people are in the buildings, and now people are dead. So it's okay to kill the planet, but then it's okay to kill people? What are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You had me until somebody threw something on 50 Cent, because I'm gonna be 100%. So that's where you lost me. So I'm gonna be 100%.
They do that
I
too.
need to see this
They
video.
walk up to celebrities that wear
50 Cent,
animal clothing.
It
was a
50
celebrity.
Cent.
It was a celebrity.
They do it to 50 Cent.
They do it to rappers. They've done it to rappers.
50 Cent.
I think that was what, PETA?
Yeah, PETA. Them.
Like a
the
nationally
eco-terrorists.
recognized group.
50,
Who are
look at my
terrorists.
picture.
They're
50 Cent.
terrorists.
That's interesting. I've not heard this. I can get behind this.
No,
Terrorism?
They're not doing
No.
that to 50
Of
Cent.
these people and eco-terrorism, like I've never known that was a thing.
No, LA, they're killing people.
They're killing people.
Yes.
We're gonna have to take this offline. I need to do more research then, because from what I've just seen,
If they take it to extremes,
This
they
is
do
extreme.
crazy or thing.
I have.
For example, if it is like
But we're talking about this video though, so
if we're
that's
just
what I'm
talking
talking about.
strictly about this. Well, Rob did say
Yeah. But definitely offline, we can. That's crazy to me. So what you're saying is these people are a menace. They're going around their views on people, whether or not they want to, or whether or not it's in a public setting.
It's not
They
it's
don't
not
have-
even that they're forcing their views. It's the actions they're taking to force their views. It's not like they walked up to the painting and just started yelling their whatever they're trying to promote, or whatever they're trying to do. They're vandalizing things. They're then telling you what they want to do. They'll blow up a building, then tell you their ideals. That's the problem.
Blowing up
They're not
buildings.
just like in the middle of New York Square telling you their views. That's my problem.
Oh wow.
It's a difference between freedom of speech than committing a crime. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what their laws out there in France or whatever wherever they're at, but
you mean freedom to protest? That's freedom to protest is probably a better one right here. But
But I mean, people do this shit all the time. They chain themselves to trees. They
And they deserve to get
lie
ran
down in the
over.
roads
if they
in the middle of the
if
in the
they do
road.
that shit when shit's about to be chopped down, to me you're just wasting your time.
But I
Basically,
mean,
Um, you guys
that's what
remember when we did that
protesting
video
is.
of the guy who got lost his job and had to go to jail because they
That's
were
what I was talking
protesting?
about.
we don't know if
Yeah,
he lost his job.
Terrorist.
terrorists. Yeah, I could see it. Like, but I mean, I'm not trying to compare anything to anything. These are apples to oranges. But even in like civil rights movements, like they would march down the roads, like roads would be closed down. Were they terrorists?
No, they weren't
They were
attacking
stopping.
people. They
That's
were
tough.
getting attacked. There's a
So
difference.
these people who you just described to me are attacking people?
No. I'm saying the civil rights marchers were getting
Yes,
attacked.
I understand
They
that.
didn't
They weren't
terrorize anything. That
attacking
was the whole
people.
thing. There was a friendly protest.
I'll tell
But they
you,
were walking down
Peaceful.
roads and shutting down roads as well.
are you talking about when the actual war was happening, or are you talking about before the war? Or are you just talking about random people?
I'm I'm just talking about in general. When people protested, they
Let's
walked down streets, they
so
closed
let's
down the
just
roads,
you know what,
they'd
LA,
have blocks and
let's go with
stuff.
that. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
I'm just
Let's go with
asking.
that. Let's go with that. You just said that for
Isn't that
slave.
what these
No,
people
you
did?
said that during slavery, for slavery.
No,
You're saying
no.
the protests they were protesting slavery.
I'm just saying, for example,
I know, but for in your example, they were protesting slavery. I'm asking.
let's just use MLK for example.
Excuse what?
Martin Luther King.
Human rights being violated is by far always going to be that's a foundational statement of a country opposed to humans living on this rock called Earth. Yeah,
I'm talking about protesting. I'm saying, is it different? Does it matter what you're protesting, or is it protesting?
it's how you protest. You're supposed to peacefully protest.
But no one's being harmed right here.
This isn't peaceful.
This isn't peaceful.
If you're vandalizing something, it's not peaceful.
That's
I don't know. That's the easiest way of putting it. You can't vandalize something and be peaceful. It's not.
So when we say vandalism, this is vandalism.
This is vandalism.
But what they did downtown Columbus during the BLM, that is,
Downtown Columbus?
yeah, for
What
example,
did
let's
they do?
just say, with all you didn't see Columbus down that time when
I
everything was
didn't
boarded up.
drive down there.
Oh,
I didn't
well,
see
it
I didn't
looked
see any
like,
vandalism.
oh,
I
y'all
saw they
must
were
not have gone
protesting.
downtown. Bro, they had the National Guard and tanks downtown. People was
That
robbing liquor stores. What do you mean? Everything was busted up.
I didn't go down there. I wasn't.
They closed everything downtown because people was going bananas.
I drove past that or around that shit.
Oh,
I
well,
didn't
then
go.
maybe that's not a good example to use. I don't know. I feel like
Ultimately, let me tell you, no, that's a great example to you. Because ultimately, if you're vandalizing something, you're taking away from what you're actually protesting. That is fact.
he is right there because it changes. We're not going to pay attention to what you're saying because we're seeing you do this
Actions
horrific
will
thing.
always speak louder than words. So you can chant all you want. The second you start doing something that takes away from that shit, people will take their eyes off of it. The statement that you could take away from that is actions will always speak louder.
Mm.
but
So
isn't it the actions that made you listen to their words? Because
no, 100% not. Not for the business owner. It's not making me think about that person. It's not making me think about what they're chanting about no more. Causing more destruction in your own neighborhood is not the way to do it. Even going to somebody else's neighborhood and chanting and doing it is not the way to do it.
But that's a little bit different, LA, because no
I
matter
don't
if
think
black
there's
people,
ever been any other type of protest in American history, though, unless shit got fucked up. Like,
that's not true. You're tripping.
what protests have happened
What
in
changed?
American
Colin
history?
Kaepernick.
Let's keep on. No, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Stay with Black Lives Matter. What changed?
Would change for any other protest that was peaceful.
The-
Civil rights movement.
Civil rights
Was
movement.
that
Yeah.
peaceful?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it?
I mean, I wasn't there, but from every video I seen,
From the black people's standpoint, from the protester standpoint, it was peaceful. It was the white cops, the white firefighters who made it unpeaceful.
That doesn't sound like it's peaceful. Then that sounds
No,
like
but
it's fucking-
they're not.
Oh,
They're not fighting back, LA.
They're running. They're retreating.
But that
getting
doesn't sound peaceful, though. That sounds very violent.
Yeah, but
yes,
they're-
they were being violent or
You know what changed?
aggressive.
You know what changed?
What changed? Nothing.
Everything.
Nothing changed.
Yes, there was some change from the civil rights.
There was some change. I gave you
Jim
that.
Crow.
But nothing really changed. Niggas are still niggas.
Jim Crow, the bus shit.
They let us move up. That's true. I give you that. It's crazy.
All I'm saying is, actions will always speak louder.
I just feel like if you want some real results, if you want some shit to change, you gotta fuck shit up. Personally, you gotta fuck shit up. So
Well, if
that's
I'm being
how I feel.
100% honest, it's not what they did with Trump.
I'm just saying you gotta fuck shit
You
up.
talking
Like
about
if
them
Martin Luther
storming
went
the
up there and
building?
kicked the KKK in the
Like, bro,
throat,
nobody. Look, they would say this totally opposite. They would be like, "It's not what they did with Obama," and it's just like,
Nobody stormed
just-
anything. They literally stormed a government building,
but ultimately,
and it did
we
nothing.
know.
they just did it wrong. They didn't fuck it up good enough. They wasn't prepared. You gotta
No,
be
LA.
precise.
Actually,
You gotta fuck shit up.
LA. They say that was actually extremely planned.
Bro, we did the Word documents they had on the show. That shit wasn't planned. I could have did that on my iPad.
That's still a plan.
Always
A
say
bad
that.
plan
that
is still a
is a
plan,
plan.
LA.
Always say that.
A bad plan is better than no plan. Say it right.
But it's still a plan.
It is better than
If
a no
I make a
plan.
bad plan to knock on wood to go kill somebody, and the cops get a hold of that plan, they're gonna be like, "That was a bad plan, but this is still evidence against you that you try to go kill somebody." You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right because it was a bad fucking plan.
First off, let me tell you.
You messed up writing it down.
Say it on the podcast.
That too.
You wrote it down. You let us find it.
I was messed up all over the
I
place.
didn't even get to the actual plan. That's funny.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Oh man.
I don't know. Like even at work, like if you want shit done, you gotta fight for it. Like in relationships, like if you want shit to change, like you gotta fight for it. Like anything worth having, you have to fight for. So like protesting, in my mind, you gotta fight for shit to make it effective. But I see what you're saying. I can see.
To be honest with you, it's just hard to get the masses on your side. Even if people agree with you, people all agree that their governments control too much, like control shit that they want changed, but they don't have the real power to actually change shit. So let's say if they're protesting oil, right? Is it really out of the mindset that all Americans could really be in electric cars by 2040?
Is it really what?
Out of the mindset that all Americans can be in electric cars. Let's just say if that's more
Excuse me.
better for the environment, electric cars. Is that
Is it
possible?
feasible? Is it possible, or is it something that we should do?
Is it something we should do? Let's just start with that.
I would think so. It's better for
Okay,
the
well,
environment.
so I think most people would say if it's better for the environment.
Why not?
Exactly. So is it possible?
Is it possible to have every American in a green car by 2030?
2040.
2040? About 18 years? I would say yes. 18 years?
Fair.
I would say yeah.
There is no
Um,
plan to even start that.
I completely believe it.
How?
You know what I just
Well,
realized?
in 18 years, how you would do it? You can in like the DMV area, they have emissions tests. If your car doesn't pass a certain level of emissions, you can't drive it in the public road. So they could enforce emissions tests like throughout the US and slowly enforce like year after year, you have to get to a certain level until you meet the level of hybrid or electric car or something like that. Just off the top of my head.
But they
I
would
don't
also
know.
have to make electric cars way cheaper.
They would.
They would have to
they
figure
would
out a
have
way to make.
phasing it in that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the batteries at this point. They just can't keep up with the creation of the batteries and the sustainability of the life of the battery. They say electric cars that aren't Teslas and whatnot, their shelf life. I shouldn't say all of them. The what's the Toyota, the Prius? The Prius is in a class of its own, but a lot of other electric
I shouldn't
batteries,
say electric cars. I should also say just other eco-friendly cars.
just eco-friendly because my car got eco mode.
I'll stay in eco mode in my car.
So does that count?
I would say that counts.
So what is the cutoff? Like
I
sub
have no idea.
sub
So, hold on.
But we
2016?
all agree that there's a problem that our cars are giving off too much emission.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but we know
say
that since like the
problem.
70s.
100% a problem.
Hold on. I want to say problem. We have a solution, so it's not,
What's the solution?
I would to not be fucking up the environment. We got to do better. Recycle. We use that green card. I would just say it's something that needs our attention. I wouldn't say a problem because we know how to handle it. COVID was a problem. We didn't know what the fuck was going
We knew how to handle it. Boy, when COVID happened and they shut shit down, the smog in places wasn't there all of a sudden. And you could see buildings that people were like, damn.
on. My allergies was gone. I could breathe. Like I was outside taking walks in botanical gardens. I'm like, why can't I breathe?
Because people weren't driving.
Yeah, it was nice.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Guess what I just noticed?
Did they get arrested?
This man has no hand.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. He has a hand, bro.
Damn.
It's right in front of you.
I guess I know how he lost his hand.
It's right in front of you.
It's a numb.
So, gosh.
The one on the green part.
His hand's like this against the wall.
He just got it like this, which is very uncomfortable.
Nah, Darren, that's a
Yeah,
numb.
he just-
He don't got a hand. He don't got fingers.
Rewind it. I want to see this shit. Let me put my glasses on for real.
Dog, he might not actually have
Look,
fingers.
you see?
Oh, shit. This nigga
Hold
don't
on.
got fingers,
Hold
bro.
on. Rewind it. Rewind it again.
See, you don't got fingers.
No, he doesn't. No. Well,
He probably blew it
And he
off. Try and
he
blow some
superglued his
place
head.
up.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, let's not do that, Rob.
No,
they
we're
get
doing
arrested?
that. If he gonna terrorize shit, I can make fun of his numb hand.
Damn, Rob. That's how we do it? Okay, I guess that's true. I guess. Talk about male physiques that appear to consist of 99%, 0%. Somebody kill me if I ever look like that.
That's funny,
I
actually.
don't understand.
Bro, wow, bro.
Well, good for them, I guess.
No, not good for them. I hope they.
Hopefully they figure out life sooner than later, because I don't know about that.
Now, on a sadder note, we're going to do some quick review of the 21 Savage Drake album, Her Loss, that came out this past Friday. I know, LA, you haven't heard it completely yet. Darren, give me your first takes about this album and favorite songs and things like that.
Oh, it's a really good album. I like it. I like it. Damn, I wish I would have saved the thing I saw earlier. But there was the things that surprised me, I would say, is 21 Savage was on the singing shit at certain points. Middle of the ocean, Drake snapped. Drake Elliot heard that because I was in the car with him. That shit snapped. I was very surprised that Drake went at everybody. Mainly, I'm gonna be honest with you. When we got Drake's last album, it was very singy, and I liked it. Rob would say he didn't like it. He would say it was garbage or something like that.
I never said it was garbage. I just didn't care for it.
I enjoyed it. I like Caribbean Calypso vibes.
I like the songs. I personally liked it. I've been asking for that album, so when I got this, it was like totally opposite, and it was definitely dope. I don't know. This shit's dope. And 21 is just one of my favorite albums.
You
So-
know, when 21 Savage came out, I could not stand him. I'm not muted. Never mind. Keep going.
So I also really like this album. I think the best thing about this album is that I think Drake finally realized he needs to stop making his R&B and rap smushing together on one album and make separate
Oh
albums.
shit. You're wrong.
Hopefully that's what he got out of the 2 albums he put out this year, because I
Can you
think
hear me?
they sounded really good separately. I couldn't
Can you hear me?
imagine if they tried to smash these 2 albums together.
I mean, of course you can hear me. You're right next to me. Rob, can you hear me?
Yes.
This is wait, no, bro. I totally disagree with that. There's if he makes an album where he mushes shit together, it's not bad. I wouldn't even say mush it together.
But this is like 10 times better than those albums.
This is no, this is
For, y-
this
for your tastes, it is.
It has more direction to it.
yes. That's the only thing you can say. That there's a actual thing that they're sticking to the top.
Not
Like
even
if the
topic.
title
They're
they're
just sticking to
sticking to the
rap.
top.
They're rapping.
Like I said, 21 singing. There's certain songs where 21 singing. I heard.
And honestly,
I like
hot
it.
take. I think this is a Drake album. 21 was just there. This Drake has like 4 or 5 songs that is just him. Like, what are we doing? This is a Drake album.
What are they? Because I only know Middle of the Ocean.
Middle of the Ocean was him. Back Outside Boys was him. I think maybe Circle Loco might have been just him.
You're wrong.
But I think I'm
You're
wrong
wrong.
about that.
You're wrong. This
Uh,
is 21. Stop doing this. Just stop.
Just look up the track list.
Jumbotron shit poppin'. That's just Drake.
No.
And the last one's just Drake. I guess
I've
it's
heard it.
Fuck Me. That's 4 songs. That's just Drake. I have a 16-song album.
I would like somebody.
1/4 of this album's just Drake.
I'm not doing that.
Well, I know that I heard the one where it was all Drake. What was it? The Middle of the Ocean.
Mhm.
And I know that the best rapper alive, Tunchi Lee, Lil Wayne, call him what you want, made a
Tucci.
monster, and this is what we finally got after it. I love it. I loved what I heard. It was fantastic. Keep going, Drake. I used to tell niggas Drake was it. They didn't want to listen. Here we are.
Here we are. Decade
Now I'm
later.
saying 21 Savage is it.
When he first came out, I was a hater, bro. But
I was a hater too.
love
I didn't like his first
21.
couple music songs either. Then they just kind of grew on me over time. I was like, this shit.
I was a hater because I'm next to Lil Wayne is Future for me,
Mhm.
and Future was popping when he came out. I was hating. Then him and Future song came out on that one tape. What was it called?
You talking about the X bitch one?
Yeah, that one. And I was like, yeah, this nigga official. I fuck with this nigga.
Yeah.
Telling you, when 21 came out, I'm telling you that I don't know what made me start fucking with him, but that when the album with the lot came on, the
Yep.
day it came out, I was like, oh, let me listen to this. I was like, oh, J. Cole's gonna be on the first song. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
it's it.
And then it just kept going. So surprisingly, there was a bad accident on my way to work that morning. I got to listen to the whole album because I had to go this long route. So I was at work like, yo, I'm cool with what happened. That shit was, yeah, that was a great album.
I was talking about the mixtape before when I heard him. What was it? With the knife? Was it Knife Talk?
Savage
Savage Mode?
Yeah, Savage
Two?
Mode, the first one.
Savage Mode? That was it.
So
Reminded me of that Dirty Sprite. That shit used to have me. That Future talk, baby. What you saying, Rob?
I want to talk a little bit about some of the disses that Drake dissed some people.
Let's do it.
The biggest one that people are talking about is him dissing Megan Thee Stallion. He was paraphrasing. He basically said that she was faking that shit.
If you pull up the actual bars, I swear he could. If the court case goes the opposite way, it was on Circle Loco. If she wins the case somehow, it can go. These lyrics can go the other way.
Go to Rap Genius.
I'll just type.
Rap Genius.
It's just genius.
I forgot about
Where is this lyric? I want to see it. 21 said verse 2.
It has to be up here. It's at like the beginning of the song. I've been going through my money. Up with the jet on the road. Oh, okay. That bitch lying about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. This bitch lying about getting shots, but she's still a stallion.
So when I look, bruh, absolutely, it could be a diss to her. Dang,
So
they got a full break.
This line said was deemed rather controversial across the internet, as it seemed like Drake was making an apparent implication that Megan Thee Stallion lied about being shot by Tory Lanez on July 12, 2020. Through the way of a promiscuous analogy, in actuality, the Toronto rapper is complimenting a woman on her physique, comparing her beauty to that of a stallion. On the other hand, he is confident that her body is fake, implying she received injections to achieve her ideal look. Megan Thee Stallion was not happy about this supposed diss. When Circo Loco released, she made several tweets clarifying her stance on Drake's comment. The first of which reading, "Stop using my shooting for clout, bitch ass N-word." Since when the fuck is it cool to joke about women getting shot? You niggas, especially rat niggas, are lame. Ready to boycott about shoes and clothes, but dogpile on a black woman when she say one of y'all homeboys abused her. Lil Yachty, who contributed to numerous tracks on her loss, clarified on behalf of Drake during an Instagram live on the day of the album's release, explaining how the bar had nothing to do with criminal complaint between rappers Tory and Meg and was merely a one-dimensional line about women lying about butt injections. For context, prosecutors alleged that Tory, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, got out of an SUV following an argument with Megan Thee Stallion and inflicted bodily injury on her. Lanez was officially charged with one count of carrying a semi-automatic firearm, with another count of carrying a loaded concealed firearm in a vehicle. So
Drake's that nigga. Drake's the GOAT.
They say Drake didn't do it.
Nah, LA, double entendre is crazy. You gotta say it.
Drake said he didn't do it.
He's saying she got a fake ass, she got fake butt shots, and she got fake shot. He's different.
Bitch lying about getting shots, but she's still a stallion.
She don't even get the joke, but she's still smiling.
The internet just wanted to be crazy, but Drake just was talking about Drake talk.
Nah, Drake know what he's doing. He's too good of a lyricist not to know what he's
Even
doing.
Lil Yachty said that's not it, bro. Like, why Lil Yachty gotta lie?
He's just trying to fan the flames. That's all he's doing.
He said no. That's not fanning shit.
Went at a lot of people.
Who else do we want to talk about? He went at
not in this song.
I don't know if this is really a diss to Megan. I don't know. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, maybe he's talking about Megan Thee Stallion. But I was like,
people reading this shit so heavy.
When I first heard it, I was like, yeah, I also don't know because it could go the other way. Just about said it. Yeah, that's not real. Like,
you don't think that's a crazy double entendre?
I
mean, it could be, but they said no.
I think it's a Drake double.
I think Drake knows what he's doing. His pen's too good not to know what he's doing.
I mean, yes, it can be funny, but I don't think it was supposed to be like, you know.
He did Strong, and he dissed who's that little chick?
Ice Spice.
And what he said about Ice Spice, he said essentially he said she a 10 trying to rap, but she can't rap. You gotta pull up this part.
So
the next part goes with it. You gotta pull it up. I don't know what song it's on. That's the fucked up thing.
Basically, I'm just gonna say it. He basically said she a 10, but her music sound good on mute.
Yeah.
She's a shit rapper, but I still look at her type shit.
Reportedly, he also flew her out and like, she actually like confirmed it. She got flown out by him before she was like super famous, And
Nah, it was when Munch came out. Munch came out.
okay. I don't know nothing about the chick, so to me, she's just
She
um,
literally just popped up like 3 months ago.
all right. So either way, she got found out by Drake, and I think Nicki was there,
Nicki was there. It was OVO Fest.
but when she got sent back, I think her call got blocked. She's blocked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Darren said, he unfollowed her or some shit, unblocked her or some
But
shit.
the funniest fucking thing was, if somebody was like, if she came back with this saying like something about Adonis, that she looked like Adonis or some shit, like that she could be his mom.
Have you seen Ice Spice LA?
Adonis.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
All right, let me show you what this bitch look like.
Pull up Adonis, because this shit to be.
So this is Ice Spice.
That she can't rap.
I mean, she got
Is that
one
what
good
I'm
song.
getting?
She just popped up. And this is Drake's song.
Why they said that she said that he can be his mom?
It was just a joke. It was just a meme, but that shit had me weak. That shit had me weak. I was like, oh man.
Bro, his son gonna grow up and just be Jack Harlow. Watch.
I hate you.
If Jack Harlow's like a Charizard, this is like the Charmeleon version of Jack Harlow. Charmander, I mean.
I'm done. Next topic. I can't do this for Rob. Yeah, he also did strong too. That was much.
Tell him what he said about Drum.
I don't even know if it's a real diss. Like these aren't even disses. Like when rap people want to diss, like you get a
He
real
gave him
diss.
a bar. He didn't have to make a full song.
I'm just saying, like if somebody really wanted to diss you, like it wouldn't be so light like that. Drake know how to say some shit.
I don't think that's light, LA. I think those are solid bars.
It's a mention.
All right. I
And it's
guess
the
we'll
biggest
see.
artist in the world, too.
We'll see this winter how it plans out.
All right. So this next video looks hilarious. It's called There's No Hate Like Christian Love.
So before we go, I'm gonna preface what Rob said is wrong. I wanted to bring this up because people say Christianity is the way, this, that, and the third. I just wanted to see what your take is on this. And if the ending is correct or if you don't agree with it.
It does say no hate. There's no hate like
Let's-
Christian Love, though. Let's watch the
see
video,
what
though.
it's-
I seen a boy last night with a fingernail polish on, and he looked like, oh boy. Oh, I'm like, oh, I want to break his fingers.
That's called assault. That's a pastor in a church saying in his sermon that he wanted to assault a child because that child didn't live up to his vision of what masculinity should look like. I must have missed the part when Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me and do not hinder them," where he added, "unless they're boys with nail polish, in which case break their fingers." Tell me again how it's LGBTQIA plus people who are a danger to our kids and that we should protect them from? I don't think so. It's people like that. That man should be on a watch list and not allowed anywhere near a child. And if you think the same way he does, then you should be too. I said what I said.
Hey, is this nigga Drake or what? Hey, that was a bar. I said what I said.
Shut up.
Oh, no. Stop it. I
Do
said
you-
what I
Do
said.
you agree with what he said? Are pastors like this? What do they call them? Televangelists? Are they the problem?
So he's right from the standpoint of you can't go around assaulting kids. And just because random kids, just because they don't live up to what your vision of masculinity is.
But
That's
we all
dumb.
understood he was joking, right?
He was not
Or
joking.
was he
LA.
not joking?
Yeah, he wasn't joking.
He wasn't joking.
No,
gonna
he was
break that open
dead
his
ass.
hands?
Hey, LA, they don't be joking at no sermon. They don't got
Yeah.
jokes. He ain't Dave
They
Chappelle.
don't got jokes. Yeah.
Oh snap! They serious.
They're serious.
They don't preach. You don't preach about that shit, bro.
Man,
That's
but
not okay. That's
it's
like
crazy.
you can't promote assault. And
So
first of all, you
are we
can't
getting
promote
to the
assault.
point now where go ahead.
You can't promote assault But it's even worse when you're promoting assault through the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's even more wrong.
People are there that actually get the word, not that shit.
Not your
That
opinion
shit. Like
on
that shit.
gay boys.
Unless they were, talking about the commandments and what God explicitly said to do with a man and a woman.
What are you talking about? What does that have to do with painting your nails?
What does that have to do with what you see in the world compared to who you're actually preaching to that day?
So this man is probably alluding to his sermon about how gay is not what God would appreciate. And this is a hard topic for me. I smile when I'm nervous. I'm sorry. But in this modern world we live in, we're all very accepting. And Jesus did say to love people, right? So my main question is, does Christianity or Christian beliefs such as those and how they see gay people, is it still upheld? Is it still modern? Is it still something that people can do? Or is it now one of those things where it's been turned upside down? It's no longer allowed. You can't. They used to beat the gay out of kids or pray the gay away.
That sounds what you're asking.
I'm not trying to.
It sounds like that's what you're asking.
I'm not trying to steer you anyway.
So what are you asking? Are you
general.
trying to say, like, is it acceptable to be gay now and
No.
and Christian? Is that what you're trying to get at?
My question now is, because a lot of people, a lot of things in this United States are built on Protestant values, such
Okay.
as one of these, what this man is preaching here. So I guess my question is there still a place in modern society for these Protestant values? That is my question.
I don't know what you're asking.
So LA,
I'm gonna be
here's what I'll say to you.
Only reason.
The-
Go ahead.
We have freedom of religion in America, right?
That is true.
That means we also have the freedom not to be religious.
That is
you
true.
cannot force your religion onto people.
That is true.
So in my opinion, you shouldn't be able to, you can't force your religious beliefs onto people as well. So threatening to assault a kid because his fingernails was painted because he may be gay or it's because it's feminine is wrong.
So we're saying we cannot enforce religious views on people, right?
Correct.
So that's
And
what you're
assaulting
saying.
somebody because of their fingernails are painted is forcing your religious views on them.
Okay.
No. I
Yes,
disagree
it
with
is.
Rob. I disagree with Rob. So I don't think that's his religious views. I think his religious views is what he was probably preaching about. The problem is what he said in that clip
Mhm.
is threatening not even threatening a child, saying what he wanted to do to a child because of what he saw. Because that kid didn't, like the guy said, that kid didn't live up to his expectation. There is never going to be a place in this world for you to be able to do the thing that he said. So, with that being said, you should not be preaching about that because that will only be telling your people who are in your congregation to go out and to do something like that or to have that much hate that you might actually act on.
So what I'm hearing from both of you is no. There is no place for Protestant values like
LA.
that modern.
Also, from
what I'm
from the devil's point of view.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, the devil's advocate argument to argue in his favor. He said that is what he wanted to do, and he was just trying to explain to his people how angry it made him. He was just trying to show them, explain to them how angry it made him. He wasn't saying he was going to do that. He wasn't telling them to go do that. He was just explaining and showing them by using those specific words how angry it made him.
So we all
That's
agree
the
that is wrong,
devil's advocate argument.
right? We all agree that is wrong, and that is not how it should work. You shouldn't force your religious views upon people. If some child wanted to experiment or feel some type of way, everyone thinks that's fine and that's okay.
Unless it's my child.
Unless it's your child.
Like maybe it's just the when I
Because
grew up.
of maybe Protestant views that were imposed on you while you grew up.
No, definitely. I would argue. I would argue I was brainwashed, but that's
Yeah.
besides the point.
I don't want nail polish on me. My son shouldn't want nail polish.
Because you believe that it is something that females are supposed to do.
It is marketed towards females.
Correct.
Females use that.
Correct.
Why would a male need nail polish? That's why I would talk to my kid.
In emergency situations, if you have a nose, you are suggested to use tampons.
Wait, for what?
And that's marketed to women.
Time out. Tampons for what, LA?
To stop the bleed in your nose.
Stop the
Tampons are used for women.
Yes.
That is not.
That's not the same thing.
They can have.
You've never.
It's marketed to women.
It is marketed to women. You can't say it's not marketed
There's
to women.
somebody put a tampon in their nose because of the bleeding. You're not.
I'm just saying you can. If you have a severe break and you're in Mount Everest, they suggest
LA,
you
LA, that's
use
that's completely different. Wearing nail polish isn't gonna keep you alive.
If we're going up Mount Everest, remind me to have some tampons.
Let me finish. So you say it's completely different. Some men put nail polish on their fingers to stop biting their nails because it tastes disgusting.
That's an addiction thing.
But I'm just saying there's other reasons and things to do it, right? You don't have to do a clear coat. You can do whatever's in the closet because you're running late to work and you just don't want to bite your nails because you're nervous.
You just got mad nail polish in your closet?
I don't know. You live at home and you got 3 sisters. I don't fucking know.
Why can't you just put a clear coat on? I know a lot of dudes that get clear coats.
You can.
That don't even matter.
I'm just saying. Okay, clear coat. Would you be comfortable with either of your children wearing
Why is
a
my
clear
kid
coat?
my kid having a
To make it
problem?
personal.
No,
My
is
kid
it a
having
problem?
biting his nails? Biting your nails is a problem, yes.
Or what if he tells you that's what it is and that's not it?
And I have a problem with him lying. Like, that's a totally different
But he's
issue.
lying because he's afraid or he's worried that you don't want him to do it.
Yeah, Darren, you look like you'll break your kid's fingers.
Yeah, you look like you'll break his fucking wrist.
I would break.
This is why I say that you're gonna have daughters, dog.
Be lying.
That is the biggest issue.
This is what I wanted to bring up on this topic because I believe it to be hard. Like, there's 2 ways about everything. Like, yes, you don't want to say you're that person that's bigoted and that you can't just be narrow-minded. But at the same time, we have environmental factors. Things have been instilled upon us that are hard to break. I think the only answer is do as Jesus said and love and let love.
LA, so here's my question.
I both said it looks like I will break my kid's wrist.
I think you already gonna do it. You better pray you get a daughter.
I'm mad at
Oh no, he's gonna have 2 daughters. I can see it.
I hope so. And they're gonna swing from his chin. What's the next topic, man? I just wanted to get us
we can wrap
riled up on
off
this.
that.
Okay, perfect.
Like,
You feeling
we
good?
got to end on this Missy Elliott. This shit is too funny.
Let's do it. Oh, this dude's hilarious. We can watch this offline though.
No, sure.
She go pick her kids up like this?
So,
He's like, nigga, I know these niggas ain't
Hey.
Now my daughter's turn.
Can we get it tonight like Coco? So, you wanna stay with my yo-yo? I smoke my from the diesel.
Y'all done yourself this time. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
It's my window. I can't stand her. It's my window. I can't stand her.
I love it.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. That was extra.
That was Halloween. He gonna pick up his kids like that.
being a good father, I just wanted to shout that out because that shit was fucking great.
Good for him. That was creative. I loved it. I
One more
had
thing
kids
about the
over here
gay
playing
thing.
cornhole.
It's
And he got
okay if
J's
your
on.
kids
He
are
did
gay,
that.
but why do they gotta wear a purse? That's just me.
To hold they shit in. What you mean? You know how convenient it is to
Gay
have a
doesn't mean you
purse?
have to have a purse. Gay doesn't mean you have to be
I'm not
feminine.
saying you got to be gay to have a purse. I'm saying to hold your shit in. You know how convenient it is to have a purse? I put all my shit in Brittany purse.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There's certain things about gay culture I just don't understand. But I'm not gay, so I don't think I need to understand it.
It's not gay to have an accessory. I have a satchel, and it's fantastic.
It's not. It's not a purse for me. It's more so the voice change. The voice
The voice.
change. That's just me. Like I
You know how
said,
many gay people I know that can bench me and sound got a deeper voice than me?
not
Yeah,
What
but that's his
voice?
point, though, LA.
What's
They're
the
not changing their
voice?
voice.
It's. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. And it's not nothing that bothers me, but it's something that you notice. And you be like, that seems like more work than actually just speaking. And to me,
You have to show
for
me what
me,
this voice is.
I'm a person that don't want to do more work than the actual work that is. So I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't want to bend my voice.
Mm.
This is fucked up. I did not type this in.
Is it recording?
I hope not, because this is 100% wrong.
I'm trying to find some gay voice shit. Here we go.
How can you?
This is Gay Science. In today's episode, why do gay men talk like that? The gay voice.
Saturday by night.
You can recognize it instantly.
And you're like, I love it.
Like people still call me ma'am on the phone.
But what's the science behind this distinct vocal effect? Because they often congregate in earthquake zones, gay men harness a lot of energy. Excess energy that isn't spent relaying local drama passes to the vocal cords to initiate a high-frequency vibration. It's a pitch that all people can hear, but only gay men and Dolly Parton can understand, and it provides helpful subtext beyond what's actually being said. Sometimes these high-pitched sounds pass through the mouth into a lisp, caused by fagata dentata. This variety of gay voice is an elite form of communication, like echolocation in dolphins, and can throw sounds up to 10,000 miles away. Unfortunately, all men are bad listeners, so these messages are lost on them and are received exclusively by Dolly Parton, who's been quietly managing the chaos of hearing the voice of every gay man for decades.
Poor Dolly Parton. That's funny.
I'm sitting here really watching.
Right? I thought I was about to learn some shit. I'm like, Rob, you better shut up.
The gays are like dolphins. Thank you for watching this episode of the Purple
I
Pill
don't agree.
Podcast.
No, don't stop on this.
Not agree with that. Oh man, that's fucked up.
I'm taking my name off this shit. How do I close this?
All right. Thank y'all again for listening to another episode. We'll see y'all again next week. Peace out.
Peace, y'all.